Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, good morning, a happy Monday. Today, Monday, the 27th week in Ordinary Time. Today's Gospel, we hear one of the most beloved parables of Jesus, the parable of the Good Samaritan. It's a very famous story, very straightforward and powerful message. A man fell victim to robbers. Three people walked by. Two people saw him, but they walked past and didn't stop to help him. The third person instead stopped and helped him, took care of him. This person was a Samaritan. And Jesus ends his parable saying to his listeners and to us, "Go and do likewise. Act as this Samaritan did." There are many details in the parable that escape our attention, details we don't get because of a different background from the one of Jesus' listeners. First of all, the person was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho. This detail doesn't say much to us. But actually, this is a very important detail, because when the person fell victim to robbers, a priest and then a Levite walked by. The priest, the holy person, we think that the priest was supposed to help a person in need. Same way the Levite was a member of religious class in Israel. Again, a holy person. He was supposed to help somebody who was wounded. Well, yes and no, in the sense that there were some Jewish rules that prevent the priest and religious people of a priestly class, from touching human blood. If a priest were about to start his service, his shift at the temple, to go to the temple and perform the rites for God, the priest was not supposed to touch human blood in order not to contaminate himself. In the same way, Levi, if he was going to the temple, he was not supposed to touch open wounds. But that's where the detail of a person going from Jerusalem to Jericho comes into play. Because the priest and the Levite were leaving Jerusalem, so they had just completed their shift at the temple. They were not going to serve the temple, they were leaving the temple, and so they had no excuse for not helping the wounded person. This is what Jesus wants to say. The two good people, the holy people, they had no excuse for not helping a person. Actually, on the contrary, they should have felt compelled to go and help. But they walked past the wounded person and went away. The only person who stopped and helped the victim was a Samaritan. As we know, the Samaritans were not in good terms with Jewish people. The victim was a Jewish person. The only one who was not supposed to stop and help him was precisely the Samaritan. It was the only one who could have just walked away, just left the person and ignoring him, because he was not supposed to. He was not a member of his own people. But instead, the Samaritan went beyond prejudices and biases and stopped and helped the person. Jesus says to us, go and do likewise. Go beyond prejudices and biases, fears and worries. Go and help anybody who is in need. Take care and God bless.